Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the takeaway. The takeaway is the start of our golf swing and it's going to dictate a lot of things. It's going to dictate the top of our backswing. It's going to dictate how we transition the club. I'm going to be talking about a super simple drill to help perfect your takeaway every single time. I'm even going to be talking about a lesson that I gave shortly before filming this video and how we help that student correct his path, his face, and even his takeaway. And we got him hitting the driver really, really well. So be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come. And make sure you drop a comment below of something you'd like to see in the next video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, so let's talk about the takeaway and how we're going to build a great foundation to start our swing. So far too often do I have to give lessons on takeaway. You would think takeaway would be a super simple part of the golf swing, but it really isn't. People have a lot of problems when it comes to the takeaway, and the takeaway can lead to a lot of issues going forward throughout the swing. Just today, prior to filming this video, I actually had a lesson, and in the lesson, the student I saw was actually taking the club too far inside, and then as he got up to the top, he essentially had no more room to swing the club, so he had his hands drift out, his path went left, and then he was hitting these low hooks. So we're going to talk about how that might occur for some of you and how we're going to fix that. So first, let's dive into some of the problems we see in the takeaway. So one of the first problems we see, and this may be even you, is the first problem a lot of people have is they just take their forearms and they're going to rotate them on the way back. So the way that looks with our right forearm, if I go like this, that'd be supination. With my left, if I go like this, that'd be supination. The other way is pronation, so palms down. So what a lot of people do is they take their left forearm and the right forearm, they take their left and they pronate it, and they take the right and they supinate it. So it goes like this. That causes the club to get inside very quickly, and it also causes the face to get very open. Hey guys, I just wanted to stop in and tell you again about my free Discord server. In this Discord server, you're not only going to get access to me that you don't get through just YouTube comments, you're going to be able to communicate with me on a day-to-day basis, and you're even going to be able to submit your swing so I can give you an evaluation and help you play better golf. So be sure to hit the link in the description below to join my Discord. I can't wait to see you there, and I can't wait to have some conversations with all of you. Right? And open, when I say open, that means when we return to impact, it's probably going to be pointed right. So again, one of the biggest problems we see is people take their forearms and they just roll them to the inside. The face gets super open. And then from here, the most common problem we see is people get to this spot, then they lift their arms up. And then from here, they really can't take the arms, or it's very hard to take the arms and drop them down and continue to swing from the inside. A lot of times we see people get in here, lift the arms up, and then their hands drift out too far. The club comes in too steep and they have to pull the handle across their body. The student I had in today was doing exactly that with his driver. He was pulling the driver about 3-4 degrees to the left, and then on occasion he was shutting the face too much, or he was trying to compensate and leave the face too open. So he's having this crazy two-way miss and just wasn't finding the center of the face. So I'll tell you what we ended up doing with him a little bit later on, but one of the easiest ways we're going to stop this forearm rotation is just with an alignment stick. So go ahead and grab your alignment stick, and we're just going to throw the alignment stick on the golf club. I say like about 2 feet, let's call it, right? Then you're going to grip onto it. And then just in the takeaway motion, I want you to feel like we're just going to go up to about club parallel to the ground. And I really want you to feel like the stick just glides down your lead thigh. So that's going to keep the club fairly in line with our hands, if not a little bit outside. It's also going to get the face in a really good position. So I don't want to see the face getting wide open. I don't want to see the face super, super shut. I personally like to see it. It varies. I'll change this with some students, but personally, I like to see the club face at about hip high matched up with my player's spine. So what I mean by that is if I take it back and I let it go down my thigh here, now the leading edge of the club should be matched up with my spine. So this is one of the easiest drills to get your takeaway in a little better position, right? So again, this goes back to we don't want to feel like we're rolling our forearms where the stick gets detached from our body. We don't want to feel like we're doing this where the club, we have pressure and it's actually separating here where it goes too far outside. We just want to feel like we allow the stick to glide down our thigh, which keeps the club a little bit out in front of us. It keeps the face in a really good position, and then from there we can allow our arms to lift up. right? Again, the biggest problem we see, people supinate the right forearm, we'll talk from the right hand, and it gets the club too far to the inside and it gets the face too open. So one of the leading problems I see with people, they think if they want to swing inside to out, if they take the club inside on the takeaway, it's going to be a lot easier for them to swing outside on the through swing. However, that leads to some of the biggest problems for people. They take the club too far inside, then they're going to get this like reverse loop. So if we think about Jim Furyk had a motion where he went like this motion, right? And he could swing to the inside very easily. What we see, the majority of golfers who roll their forearms like this, they're getting a reverse motion. Very much over the top, the club comes in very, very steep. And we don't want that. We want to stay as far away from that as we possibly can. That's going to lead to those smother hooks, or that's going to lead to a giant slice and a giant fade. All right, so now let's discuss what I did for that student that came in with this problem. The club getting too far to the inside, and they were going up. The club was getting too steep. They're going over the top, and they're swinging to the left. So this was mainly his problem with driver. So with his irons, it was really interesting. His irons, he was still swinging 1 to 2 degrees to the right. He's playing a nice draw that he was looking for. The driver, however, it just got sucked too far inside. Then he got up to the top, his hands drifted out, the club got too steep, swung across it, and then he was just relying purely on getting the face to match up, and it just wasn't working out. So we tried a few different things. First thing, we tried to get his takeaway much straighter back. He wasn't loving that one, so then we kind of molded it into working on just a simpler concept that would, 1, take care of the takeaway, and 2, take care of the club path. So what we found on TrackMan, when we were using TrackMan, it gave us a number of attack angle. So attack angle is essentially, are we hitting up into the golf ball or down into the golf ball? Generally speaking, I want irons to hit down in wedges. So we'd get a negative number, -1, -2, -3, so on and so forth. For a driver, generally for the vast majority of players, we want to hit up on it. Rory McIlroy, I believe, is quoted as saying, you know, he feels like he hits up 7 degrees on the driver, right? So we want to hit up on the driver to, 1, maximize carry distance and also help with the face. So what I mean by that is, what we did for him is I just wanted him to feel like he was a little taller in setup, 1, to help with the takeaway. The further he gets away and the lower his hands get, the easier it was for him to roll it to the inside. So I wanted him to feel like he was a little closer, a little taller. Obviously he had driver, I have an iron. But then all I wanted him to do and all I wanted him to feel was like he was hitting up more on the ball. The way you'd want to feel like you're going up more on it, we add a little bit more tilt into impact. We feel like our shoulders are tilting up a little bit more. Maybe our hip is coming up a little bit. Maybe you're feeling like you're jumping almost off this left leg and up. But the idea was, hey, let's just feel like we're hitting up on it. And what he ended up doing, he starts hitting up on it more, and that's squaring the club face up because he was hooking it too much. So the face was shutting way too much because he was going down and from the outside. As we get up, that allowed him to reroute the club down, shallow it out a lot more, swing more from the inside, and then the feeling of going up wasn't allowing him to turn over the face as much. So generally think of it this way. When you're hitting down, the face is going to shut. When you're hitting up, the face is going to open, right? And when we're hitting up, the club path or the in to out move is going to shift more to the right. So it's going to be that in to out we're looking for. This isn't always the case, but when you're hitting down, that'd be more the outside to inside move, especially in the case of this player. So just a super simple move was just simply, hey, let's get up to the top and let's feel like as we come down, the simple thought we're going to have is just feel like you're hitting more up on the ball. I pretty much told him we want to feel this for the driver and the woods that we're hitting off a tee. Everything else we probably need to hit a little bit down on, especially the irons. He had no problems with the irons today. So again, if you're someone that's struggling with this, you see the path getting too far left, you see your driver going down, and you're getting these hooded left shots or you're getting these high fanny shots to the right. I just want you to really think like, hey, maybe I'm hitting too far down on it. And simply let's think about the takeaway and see if that'll first help correct our club path and also our face. Or let's go into feeling like we're hitting more up on it because that's going to naturally help shift the path more right and also leave the face open. Personally, with a driver, when I try to hit more up on it, say I'm trying to really get 100% or 110% on one of them, and I try to hit more up on it, and I try to swing more to the right, I generally block the ball out to the right because hitting up on it is going to leave the face more open and my path's going to shift more right. So generally think about hitting up or down on it, not just as for your irons or for your driver, but also to help shift the path and help correct the face a little bit. All right, guys, so super simple drill if you want to hit more up on it with your driver. Just simply go ahead and tee your golf ball up like normal, and then you're going to take 2 tees, Tee your driver up like normal, and then we're just gonna take 2 tees, and let's say we go about a foot in front of the golf ball, and I want you to put your tees at like an angle moving up. And all I want you to feel like you're doing, tee the ball up almost as high as you possibly can with your driver, higher than you're used to, right? Work on your shoulder tilt. So before I've said put your hands on your thigh and slide your right hand closer to your right kneecap to help get that tilt. So tees up as high as I can. My 2 front tees are tilted at an upward angle like that. All I want you to feel like is you follow those tees up. So you're gonna feel like as you come into the ball, your lead shoulder moves up, and you're gonna feel like you release the club and allow it to move up. The idea is here, avoid hitting the tees. If we go down and we take out the tees, that means we're moving down a little bit too much. Make sure you move these tees far enough forward so you're not just hitting it on the follow through even if you are going up. So again, tee it up as high as possible, take some small swings, and just feel like you're following the angle of those tees moving up and try to avoid hitting them. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. I hope my simple drill to help perfect your takeaway each time is something you can add into your game. Whether it's perfecting your transition by helping get the takeaway, whether it's getting the club face in a better position so you're not hitting it right anymore, whatever it is, I hope this video really cleared some things up for you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come. And again, don't forget to join my Discord. It's completely free and you're going to get a free swing evaluation. I hope to see you all in there and I can't wait to talk to all of you.